Hello, and welcome to the Pickles and Posies Art and Design YouTube channel. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how I turn this IKEA dresser into a beautiful glitter top credenza. First, let's go through the supplies I used. I have my epoxy, assorted glitters, some large mixing bowls, safety equipment, and some extra large wooden spoons. Here are the glitters I chose. All are from Michaels except for one. First, we have Bling, holographic extra fine glitter from Recollections, Sapphire, extra fine by Martha Stewart, Rose Gold chunky glitter by Recollections, Bling holographic chunky glitter by Recollections, Rose Gold extra fine glitter from the Spin It collection. These come in these cool bags. And Southern Belle from Mr. Nola's glitter. It's like a disco ball. It's super shiny. I also used about 8 pair of gloves, some painter's tape, and some wooden sticks for stirring. I always use a respirator when I'm working with epoxy. I picked this one up at Home Depot for around 20 bucks, I think. I used Alumilite Clear Cast for this project. I got it from Michaels using a 50% off coupon. It's a 1-to-1 ratio epoxy, and I used 2 of these 16-ounce boxes for this. I always use a respirator and gloves when working with epoxy. This can be dangerous stuff to inhale and get on your skin. You don't want to find out too late that you're allergic. The kit comes with these smaller cups. We don't need those, we're going to use all of it. There is an A side and a B side. This is a 1-to-1 ratio epoxy, so we're going to mix all of this together. I like to start with part A. I turn the bottles over to let the excess drain. As you can see, part B is much more clear, and you can see the difference in the bowl. Then I just get the last little bits out of each bottle. Now we mix. You'll see how the parts mix together and there are cloudy streaks. I've got to stir until the mixture is completely clear. I stirred this one for about 8 minutes. When mixing epoxy, you want to make sure you scrape the sides and bottoms often so there are no hidden pockets of unmixed epoxy. It won't cure right when it's on your piece. I wished I would have used a silicone spatula here. It would have reduced the bubbles, which I don't really worry about anyway, but it would have sped up the mixing process and come in handy during the spreading process as well. It's time for glitter. This was so soothing to mix. I'm just gonna let you enjoy. I poured the entire mixture onto my dresser. This is where that spatula would have come in handy. I used the side of my mixing stick to spread the mixture and make sure it covered the entire surface area. I made sure to get into the corners and along the sides. I should also note that I made sure the dresser was level before I poured my epoxy. Epoxy is self-leveling and will pull up if the surface it's poured onto isn't level. To remove any air bubbles, I used a kitchen blowtorch. This will allow any air bubbles to raise to the top and release for a smooth surface. You could use a heat tool as well. I like this though because it's cordless. I torched it 3 times, each about 10 minutes apart. Be sure to keep your torch moving. If you let it stay in one place too long, you can melt the epoxy and your project will be ruined. Overnight. The next step was a light sanding, and I mean light. You'll sand the finish off the glitter if you sand too deep. I'm really just making a happy surface for the clear top layer, not addressing any imperfections. I took off the tape and there was quite a lip I needed to sand down. It can actually be quite sharp. It can slice your fingers, so be careful. I cleaned the surface with alcohol. Any dust and skin oils left behind can cause fish eyes in your top layer. They aren't cute. And use a lint-free cloth if you have one available. Then I repeated the process for the clear top layer. So make sure your tape is good and secure. I did my best to remove all the drips and extra epoxy on the front. I also forgot to mention that I spray painted the top of this piece with a metallic silver spray paint beforehand. You'll see me touch that up. So there is a little defect on the front. This is going in my room though, and it's not really noticeable at a distance without my glasses on, and I'm okay with that. Luckily, not all of it leaked out, and I still have a nice smooth top. I hope you liked this tutorial. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. My next project is going to be glitter mermaid scales in epoxy.